The first Dunkin' Donuts in the United States of America, opened by Bill Rosenberg in 1948. He changed the name from Kettle to Dunkin' Donuts in 1950, and so this is the first Dunkin' Donuts in 1950 that opened up. It is in Quincy, Massachusetts on March 2nd, Saturday, very overcast day, 2024. But this is it. This is the original Dunkin' Donuts. I finally made it, all the way from Connecticut. Not that that's really far, but for me, I don't even want to leave the house. And it is Delisio. Look at that. Dunkin' Donuts, the first Dunkin' Donuts ever. Right here, established 1950. Let's see what's around here. A Ford dealership, very popular Quirk. But look at this, the first Dunkin' Donuts. They now have 2,500 Dunkin' Donuts throughout the entire world. And it all started right here. Bill Rosenberg. Incredible what he did with one donut shop, and then he turned it into this. I'll tell you what, location, location, location. Very busy street, so if it was like this back in the 50s, which I'm sure it was, then no wonder it exploded. 2,500 Dunkin' Donuts throughout the world started right here with Bill Rosenberg. Very proud of you, Bill. I know you're not around anymore, but I think your son is. Oh, here's a little plaque. Let's look at the plaque. This is the site of the original 543 Southern Ave in Quincy Dunkin' Donuts. And that's what it used to look like back in the day. 1950. The original Dunkies as they call it around here. I'm not actually from around here, but I hear them all say that it's Dunkies. The Dunkin' Donuts inside is Dunkin' Donuts mural. You can see how busy it is on this road. Bill Rosenberg opened up Kettle in 1948. It's a restaurant selling donuts and coffee in Quincy, Massachusetts, which is a suburb of Boston, by the way. It's just a few miles away. He changed the name in 1950 to Dunkin' Donuts. And after that, the rest is history. In 1955, he started selling these as franchises. Yep, this is it. And now they have, it's a $6 billion business, $6 billion every year. And they have 2,500 Dunkin' Donuts throughout the world. All right, well, that was it. You can see in there what I filmed. These are the old logos. Dunkin' Donuts. This is it. Dunkies. I've got my Dunkin' Donuts.
Small heart
Yep. So there is a cemetery here, which took me a little bit to find because it's very old. And I hope this is the one I'm looking for. But this guy who I'm looking for invented the donut. And since I'm doing a series, a video on the first Dunkin' Donuts that was in Quincy, I decided to go to Snug Harbor Sailors Cemetery and see if I can find the grave of the guy who invented the first donut. Okay, so let's see if we can find him. I believe this is the grave, and it is locked, but here rest the retired mariners in their latter years, made their home at the Sailors Snug Harbor. Okay, can't really read that. Well, let me put my coffee down. Hold on here. All right, let me put my coffee down. See what we can find here. What is this? Captain Henson Gregory, the inventor of the donut. Captain Henson Gregory. All right, Captain Gregory, thank you for the donut. Let's see if I can get up here and get closer. There it is. The inventor of the donut. I found you. You're being remembered in this video as the guy who actually helped Dunkin' Donuts, whether they know it or not, because you actually invented the donut. Captain Henson Gregory, we salute you. They have it locked up so we can't get in there and say hi close up. But you can see this is an old and small cemetery, and I can't believe I found this guy's grave right away. It's right up in the front. All right, now let me get my coffee. So this is called Snug Harbor, and it's behind an elementary school here in Quincy, in what's called Germantown. It's Snug Harbor, but they also call it Germantown here. I don't know why they call it Germantown, but it's been Germantown since I was a little kid. This is the grave. It's very, very small. And everybody had a small grave, but that Captain Gregory there, he had a big grave. Lars Gunderson, age 74. And these are all old sailors that died. There's a big grave there. These are all old sailors. Oh, that poor guy's headstone got turned over. I'll tell you what, it's peaceful. Until the kids are playing. School for Saturday, so the kids aren't at school. But the captain, of course, he has a big gravestone. A lot of them, because I guess he was, being a captain. Yeah. This was it. I'll put my coffee down again. retired mariners who in their latter years made their home at the Sailors' Snug Harbor, which from 1856 to 1950 was situated southern from here, 1/3. What did that say, Graham Hill? I can't read that. But there must have been an old sailor's home here. And when they died, this is where they buried them. So the sailor's home was probably the school. There probably was an old sailor's home there for retired mariners. And when they died, they would bring them out back here. And they would bury them here. There's one right here. This guy, old sailor Charles Atherton, he died at the age of 86. Very simple gravestone, but if you're dead, what's the difference? You don't care whether there's a fancy gravestone or not. But this is it. Well, let's go back. This was probably at one point all woods, but the school uses it now. It's probably a football field or an athletic field. I don't see any goalposts, but probably an athletic field. So that was probably the old sailor's home. Yeah. Well. Okay, this is the Forbes House Museum in Milton, Massachusetts. I'm not sure if it's open yet. I'm going to knock on their door, but what I want to take a look at is this right here. That is a reproduction of Abraham Lincoln's house, and it is supposedly absolute replica of Abraham Lincoln's home. And to get here is kind of like traveling through the woods when Abraham Lincoln was alive, because this is a pretty woodsy area. So let's see here what this looks like. Now, when Abraham Lincoln was a boy, this is the house, or a replica, an exact replica of the house that he lived in. And you can see that he did some repairs on the top. The roof must have been leaking. But back in the day, this is how they lived. You know, you had your wood planks, and they'd put their this would be like a mud, like a clay plaster, like clay they would use. See what I can see in it? Absolutely nothing, because there's all cobwebs and there's no light. This cabin is a replica of the log cabin which stands at the Abraham Lincoln birthplace in Hodgenville, Kentucky. The logs of the original cabin were hewn on the Lincoln farmstead with its red soil used as mortar. That would be this. Abraham Lincoln was born there to Thomas and Nancy Hanks Lincoln in 1809. This reproduction was built by Thomas S. Murdoch for Mary Bowditch Forbes, who revered Abraham Lincoln and collected Abraham Lincoln memorabilia in 1923. Okay, so this must have been the restroom, this little outhouse. Well, maybe not. You can tell there was a chimney there at one point, so it was probably the stove. So it's a little place, but this is, you know, this is a testament to the man, Abraham Lincoln. When you can go from living in here to being President of the United States and living in the White House, that's quite an accomplishment. It really is. It's quite an accomplishment. And we have a tree with some people that carved their names into it quite a long time ago, because you barely make out the names now. Quite a long time ago. So this is Abraham Lincoln's homestead back in the day. Yep, gotta hand it to him. From that to President of the United States, living at the White House. Okay, that house behind me, the Forbes house, has a tour today, but it's not till 2 o'clock and I'd have to hang around for an hour. So I'm not sure I'm gonna make it back. The Forbes family, if you know the politician, John Forbes Kerry, John Kerry, was a senator from Massachusetts. Now he's, I forget what he is. He does something for the Biden administration. But anyways, they were cousins. The person who owned that mansion and John Forbes Kerry, were cousins. This house was built in 1833. But it's a shame. I'd like to see that house, but I can't stick around for an hour, I don't think. So anyways, I'll see if I can stick around. If I can't, I can't. But at least we saw the Abraham Lincoln replica over there. So that is a big house. It doesn't look as big back here as it does from the front or from the side. But anyways. Okay, it's raining here, and this is a very interesting little tidbit that I'm going to show you. But you can see, this is what's called the expressway, or Route 3, north and south. North going that way, south going this way. We're on the South Shore, which is Quincy, and it is the south of Boston. The North Shore would be the north of Boston, going towards like New Hampshire. So this is the South Shore going towards the Cape Cod. And it's called the Expressway, also Route 3. And we are in, it's an interesting building. We are in Quincy, but it's right on the Milton line. Quincy and Milton intermingle quite a bit in certain spots. It is raining a little bit, sprinkling out. And this building, most likely, was part of this granite railway incline plane. So let's see what this is about. This is what it looked like back in the day when there were no houses here. I have to assume this is probably that. Or maybe not. Maybe this is that. But when the Bunker Hill Monument Association, Bunker Hill Monument is in Charlestown, which we'll go to at some point, did not renew the contract with the Granite Railway Company to haul stone from their quarry here in Quincy Quarries. In the West District, the Granite Railway Company opened their own quarry here at Pine Hill Ledge. Ridley Bryant designed and built the incline plane to transport granite down from the ledge to the existing railway that ran to its wharf at the New Ponset River in Quincy. So this isn't all of it. I mean, it's probably, the rest of it's probably been destroyed, but they have what's left of it. And they used to take the granite to build buildings and whatnot. They would take it from way up that hill and bring it all the way down here. So that is quite a distance up there, although it's just a little bit now. National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark, the Granite Railway, designed by the American Society of Civil Engineers in 1976. This marker commemorates the 150th anniversary of the groundbreaking for the first commercial railroad in the United States. This is the first commercial railroad in the United States of America. So this is quite a first for me. I did the first Dunkin' Donuts in the United States on the Ponset Ave, and I did the first railway, commercial railway company right here in Quincy. So 2 firsts. This gateway marks the foot of the old Incline, a part of the Granite Railway. The idea of this railway was conceived and carried out by Gridley Bryant in the face of great opposition, but supported by Thomas Hansard Perkins to transport the stone from the Bunker Hill Monument from the quarry to Tidewater in New Ponset River, a distance of 2 3/4 miles. Work was begun April 1st, 1826 and was completed. Railway was opened October 7th, 1826. Let's see what we got here. Okay, first car on the Granite Railway, first railway in America. This is the first railway in America. And see those wheels that the oxen or the horses are pulling? I would assume that that's those rails right there. Wow, look at this. This metal's from the 1800s. And this is, I'll tell you what, this is quite an incline. I don't know if you can see it. The camera doesn't do it justice, but this isn't an easy incline. This is steep. So I guess you would need a railway if you were going to bring granite from this mountain. And you can actually see all the granite up here, all of those big, huge granite rocks. Okay. And, you know, this kept going up. So you can see the granite rocks that were left from back in the day. That's the granite they would take from this hill and put on the railway to go down there. And this was considerably longer than it is now. I mean, you can tell most of it's gone. But, yeah, wow. Yep, and this hill goes way up. Way up, keeps going up. So, you can imagine you would need a railway if you could get one here, but this is the first railway, commercial railway in the United States. A couple of firsts. A couple of firsts for me. All right. Wizard of Izza. I want to say hi to Isabella. I want to say hi to Emily, to Gra, to Eric, to Serlene. This is my last stop for today, I think. It's going to start really opening up as far as rain from what I can see and from what I heard on the radio on the way over here. So let's take a look again. And please don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe, because I've only got like 35 subscribers and you need 50 subscribers. According to YouTube, you need 50 subscribers to do a live video, and I would like to do live videos at some point. So please hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video so that your friends can get it and hit on the subscribe button. But subscribers are a big deal because it allows you to do live videos. And I can't do that till I get to 50. We're almost there. I'm at 35. But I need about 15 more. So if you can tell your friends to click on the subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. And so wouldn't Isabella. Okay, so let's take one more look. Let's try to go down here without me falling and breaking a leg. Well, look at this. That is old. That is some old stuff. But this, see, this had the rails on it. This is the railroad tracks right there. You can tell a lot of, it's all broken off now, but you can still see they still got some metal railings there for the train. And on the other side. So you've got these metal railings, and you got the train tracks here. These are train tracks for the train that was here. So I'm very thankful that I was able to see the first Dunkin' Donuts in Quincy and the first commercial railway, also from Quincy. That is, believe me, you don't know how steep this is. I don't think that the camera really does it justice. That was really steep. Well, yeah, they left some stuff here. This is some old machinery. Look at this. I'm not exactly sure what they use this for, but wheels on it, some type of a pulley system, I would assume, to get the train up and down the tracks. There's a quarry. This is closed. But there you have it. That's going to do it for me. On this Saturday, March 2nd of 2024, it's really starting to pour out a little bit here. I don't know if you can see it, it's getting wet, but I'm gonna have to call it a day. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share my videos so that way I can get to 50 subscribers and I can start doing live feeds. All right, people, thank you very much. Over and out.